Today, I'm starting a playthrough of the game Pentiment. Shall we start? And the abbot said to me, Andreas, what might you distracting the sisters? Here we have a character in Andreas' mind called Saint Robian. I'm pretty sure I butchered that pronunciation, but a lot of these names are in German, so I'm gonna butcher a lot of names. But he says, hee, up to the devil's work again, are you? It says, don't encourage him. And here we have Socrates, who was a Greek. So this is truly a very eclectic mind of an artist. He says, devotion to one's work can yield pleasures of the mind, super laxative to those of the body, which is in line with how the Greeks were thinking back then. Saint Groban is saying, either you need to spend time with more exciting lovers, or I need to learn how to work the Socrates way. And overseeing his whole court in his mind is Prestigion, with the saying, how did you reply to the abbot, Andreas? The second option is, I said, it's not my fault that God made me this handsome. You're insufferable. Alas, this Christian faith views desire less favorably than I did in my time. Perhaps this longing for you will instill in them a greater appreciation for beauty. Right. Try telling that to the abbot next time, Andreas. Despite the abbot's ire, you must endure. Soon, you will have finished both the abbot's work as well as your masterpiece. And then you will return to Nuremberg, where marriage and your new life as a master awaits you. And by clicking on the underlined ones in red, it brings out into a book where you have the definition of things. Like here it says, Nuremberg, free imperial city of the Holy Roman Empire, major trade center, and city of arts, including printing. And then to go back, we just click again. Yes, marriage to someone he has never met. Hardly ideal. Well, the alternative is becoming a philosopher. Oh, Jesus. Then you should definitely get married. Is she pretty at least? It is growing late. The real time stops for no man and us. I fear you must leave us. True, your majesty. Will you visit us again soon? hopefully, but it's out of my control, Your Majesty. The first one sounds a bit right. As on many things, trust in Providence. Reuben, please see Andreas safely home. Of course, Your Majesty. Until next time, Andreas. Until next time, Your Majesty. This is a very interesting. Pay no mind, sir, to the other fools, Andreas. I never do. Ow! At least I would, if they'd stop stepping on my feet. Watch where you're going. And they're fools, Andreas. No point in trying to teach them anything. I know old John wants you to enjoy the abbots. That I won't be saying them. But since I take you home, I get the last word. Don't let him run you ragged, boy. I won't. The abbot can't push me around. He's just trying to keep order in the abbey. I'm just an outsider. It'll be fine. I don't want to cause any trouble. I won't. The abbot can't push me around. That's what I like to hear. Please. I give up. Take me home, Groban. As you wish, Andreas. Good morning, Ursula. Good, Andrew. She's young. She doesn't know to speak properly. Time to get up. 1. The Baron. Yeah, as you can see, we're being housed by a family. And this is where he's staying. This is his bed. Before we have the way that all the information that pops up on the right hand screen will be noted in the journal. You may be right. So there are 5 tabs. So act slippers, which explains our character, which we have not formed yet. That will be formed as we go along. Journal. Then there are 3 maps. There's one of the all gosh, this is tasseling. I may just put it out. This is the town itself, and a little bit is labeled. Then you have outer tasseling, which we are currently at the Gurtner Farm. We're being hosted by them. And then the Then the third map is the Hersel Abbey. So this is like where we look at our aim is to get to the scriptorium. So it is a map of sorts. And tab 1, as we go, this will get built up with all the people we meet. And for all the new terms, we can come back to the glossary if we don't understand them. And we click these to talk to people with an adorable writing sound. Here we have Clara and Eva. Good morning, Andres. Did you sleep well? I'm pretty sure you can hear. Over on the left we have Eva cooking. So this game is great for or binaural sounds. Anyway, I know you'll be off to the Abbey, so I packed you some food. Almonds, cheese, and some of the rye you like from the Albans. Otto wanted me to ask you to join him for dinner at the Abbey. Otto starts by? Yes, around dawn. Here you are, Andreas. We could either nod. Oh, that's too kind of you, Clara. Many thanks. I better go be. That's too kind of you, Clara. Many thanks. Master Andreas, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, could we... Would it be too much trouble if you paid next month's rent today? And if we raised it by 2 gross 10? This is the currency of Bavaria in the Holy Roman Empire. Groschen, a type of thick silver coin minted throughout the Holy Roman Empire. Groschen are typically worth 12 pfennigs, but may be minted at different values. I hate to ask, but we're behind on our taxes to the Abbey. 2 months behind. Peter's losing his hair even more than usual, I mean. And this is Peter, her husband. I'm not sure how to respond to this. Rent wasn't due until the beginning of May. Here we have the 3 characters from his mind policy, you call it, right? We have be generous, Andrews. You can spare the money and it'll ease their burden. Or you must take the consequences of inaction into account. Philosopher, Greek. And then the saying says, what is this stuff? Don't they pay taxes every year? Why is this falling on you to fix? I will go with Beatrice. On the other hand, she might think she can keep asking me for advances on a friend. Our response is, of course, it's no problem at all. Besides, we wouldn't want Peter to lose anyone as fresh as her. Oh, God bless you, Andres, and may Saint Luke watch over you today. Speaking of Saint Luke, how is your masterpiece coming along? It's been 2 months now, hasn't it? Slowly, I'm afraid. Most of my days are spent doing work for the Abbey. It's only during the Divine Office that Prior Fenric allows me to work on my masterpiece. A reasonable restriction, but slow going. The City Council doesn't require it to become a master. I'm making it mostly to show clients and for my own sake. And yes, when I do finish, I will go back to Nuremberg, where I will marry and open a workshop of my own. From Nuremberg to a university, and now traveling the world as an artist. What a life you have ahead of you, Master Andreas. Yes, I suppose it does feel like I'm starting a new chapter in my life after. Kind of relevant as we have just entered 2023. A few missteps, some wondering, or a little too much fun. A little too much fun. I owe it to my family to make something in my life. It is, but I know now that this is what I want to do. I think you're the personal one. And okay, these moments that have that will be remembered, those are the ones that will those will affect the story later on. Not many people get to decide that. Certainly not anyone in Tassing. Anyway, I don't know anything about art, but I have seen you sketching such beautiful things in your little book. Your masterpiece must be wonderful. It is. It's my finest work. It's getting there. Well, it's hard to say until it's done. I believe it's getting there makes more sense. Hard work will get you all the way. That's what my father used to say. God rest his soul. Now I have to get back to my own work. Have a good day at the Abbey, Andreas, and we'll see you after Vespers for supper. Not tonight, but thank you. Klaus Drucker invited me over for supper. Of course. Please say hello to the Druckers for us. Of course. Until later, Clara. This is Big Dog. Morning, Andreas. Morning, Big Dog. How's it going? You working today? Just taking a rest for a bit. Dad's still in the field. He hit a big rock with the plow, and it took me who knows how long to pull it out. You off to the Abbey? Or truly, where else would I be going? Damn, Andreas. I don't know. Just making conversation. Smells like a storm's coming. No? Smells just like fresh unplaned air to me. You've been traveling too much. Now the choice that I make here will affect the choices I get. So, we have Basil. Andreas knows some Italian and French and can reference cultural touchstones from Basel and nearby Bern, Zurich, and Freiburg. Or, okay, our second option is Low Countries. Andreas knows some Dutch and French and can reference cultural touchstones from Antwerp, Bruges, and Ghent. Or our third option is Italy. Andreas knows Italian, a little Greek, and can reference cultural touchstones from Florence, Venice, and Milan. Now, my playthroughs that I've done, I've done Italy. I think I've done all three actually. I might choose the Low Countries actually this time, and to do that, I press and hold. Antwerp, Bruges, and Ghent. All of the great art cities of Flanders. Where's that? North and west? Down by the sea? There's a problem. The sea air has confused your sense of smell. Spend enough time in these mountains, and you'll be able to smell a storm coming. How long will that take? What you spend all the time in woods doing anyway? Other than that, I mean. Now this is another one where what we did was choose. Now, in the past I have chosen bookworm or rapscallion. That was an interesting one to do. Craftsman, I think I have done. I haven't done headless, but I didn't get this moment. I don't feel like heading out to the suit. I don't actually think I've done business then. Although, that is wrong with that. Bookworm works well. Bookworm. Andreas spent all of his non-working free time finding and reading as many books as he possibly can. Craftsman. Andreas lives to work and dedicates all his time to his art. Or workaholic, as some would say. Hedonist. Andreas seeks out pleasure wherever he goes. He is extremely social and quite experienced in all of the enjoyable vices of the world. Andreas is going to be choosing nice for this one. Rapscallion. Andreas has a penchant for getting involved in petty schemes, pranks, minor crimes, and fistfights. Businessman. Andreas devotes much of his time to self-promotion, optimizing business expenses, making investments, and balancing his books. Kind of like a YouTuber. I haven't done. I think I will go businessman for this one. Learning how to run a business. The art will come with time, but how to manage finances and deal with clients. I have to secure my place in the world when I become a master. That's going to come from Queen. You're a smart man, Andreas. I wish I could say anyone in my family knew anything about business. Most years, we barely have enough to get by. The peasant slut, I suppose. Anyway, I have to get going. Jog, let's go. Dad's really acting like I'm taking too long, even though I did all the work to get that rock out. See you later, Andreas. Until later. God bless you. Andreas. Yes, Andreas. This weather's been rather awful. This town's going to, since my days. Going to stop since my days. I don't think the town's very concerned much about the weather. Were things very different when you were young? Well, of course I wouldn't know how to do anything now. No one follows old ways anymore. The old abbot didn't bother us much about our customs. He didn't mind if we left a little bit to Perchita? To keep the skies clear, or the fair. Baptists knew that Christ was in our hearts, even if the white lady's name was on our lips. I thought Saint Laurence might protected Tassing. Why not? I'll give this one come later in the story. Yes, and Saint Satia too. But who do you think protected it before they came along? The saints weren't the first to watch over Tassing. My father knew that. Old Ranging Kemper knew that. That bastard abbot may not like it, but some of us keep the traditions alive. Like the old widow Ottula. Yes. She always hangs the door frame with lavender to keep the spirits out. Even if it does help the spirits, it does smell nice. I suppose. I just know it helps with ghosts and witches and whatnot. I should go. Martin, please, can you give me a hand here? What do you want? I'm keeping an eye on them. That looks a lot like standing there and doing nothing. Martin, for Christ's sake, help your cousin. Morning, Andrews. Excuse us. One of the fence rails fell and the sheep started hopping it. No, excuse me. I'll try and stay out of your way. Thanks. It'll probably take an hour or two to travel more down this road. Let's grind. Damn it, Veronica. What did I say about blasphemy? Sorry, Mom. Oh, look! There's something going on at the Stein Now's house. It's hard to pronounce. Who's on the house? Looks rich. I don't know, Martin, but Lucky is giving him an earful. Christ, I haven't seen Lucky that worked up since Peter and Clara's wedding. when your man pulled his pants down. Not two of my man's teeth out. You don't want to feel the strength behind his Stonemason's anger. Do you think he's an opal? He looks really rich. God damn it, Martin. Stay out of trouble for once. Oh, unheady. Behave yourself. Don't we have enough to deal with right now? Andreas, if you wouldn't mind moving your skinny little body up the road, we need to get this ship under control. Of course, see you later. Good luck. And here we have our first printed sound. That just makes it lovely. I love how it sounds. It sounds amazing. Morning, Andreas. How's it going? Morning, Cars. Another day heavy. Another few hours to work my masterpiece. Good to hear. You still coming by for supper tonight? Marie and Bert would love to see you. You really need to see these new woodcuts I have brought in a time version of Till You and Spiegel? I didn't realize Father Thomas let you print books in Italian. Come on, Andreas. He's not that strict. I know he's just trying to protect the people from... Which mania? Oh, don't say that, Andreas. We're less than a day's drive from Innsbruck. Innsbruck, capital of the Austrian country of Tyrol, and a major stop on the imperial road connecting Italy and Bavaria. It is the closest major city to Kersnau Abbey and Tassing. Notably, it was also the site of witch trials in 1485. No need to get people around here worked all up about witches again. Besides, don't talk about witches around Belgians. Just a bad idea. Good to know. So, supper tonight after Vespers? Of course, thank you. Great. I'll tell Marie and Bet you're coming. See you then. And Kevin being stopped by people. God bless, Master Mailer. I hope your week is going well. Thank you, Father. It's going quite well. I'm just on my way up the hill to get to work. Oh, thank you, Father, but I'm running late to the Abbey. I don't got a second option here. It's no problem if you don't have time for me today, but question is, will you have time for the Lord on Sunday? You understand how important it is for your salvation that you receive Holy Communion, don't you? I just stayed up too late on Saturday. I don't want to get into an argument with him about this. Would going to church on Sunday be such a burden, if not for his sake, consider for your own? A man has many duties. Father, I should appreciate how hard you work to help Abby. I'm pretty sure, okay, so I'm like, from the two things we've seen, pretty sure the Saint Reuben, he's of our mouths one, because I guess, can't make it go to mass. To hell with him. I think we'll go Beatrice's thing here. Mass can be an uplifting experience. Remember? Right. No need to argue. I should make it better effort to get to Sunday Mass. I do, but I've been working on sketches late at night, and this is, Andreas, this is more about your success in this life. There's no, and we have been interrupted. Oh my, what a blessed day to receive such an illustrious visitor. I wonder who it could be. Master Mela. This is Lorenz, Baron of Rothburgel, a great lord from the countryside named Want, which runs in what definition is modern. Good to see you. Good to see you, Father Thomas. It is nice to be removed fondly. I only wish all of your neighbors were as welcoming. Well, yes. What brings you to our little town? My wife and I were returning from a trip to Venice. We spent a few days in Innsbruck. It was terrible, and it was terribly dull. I mean, it has a certain charm common to these alpine cities. The place was crawling with nobles for the emperor's diet. The Emperor, was he there? Did you see him? Oh, briefly, but he was sitting for a portrait at the time. What? I think we'll go with this one. Who was the artist, my lord? I'm sure you know him. An older man from Nuremberg with enough of a reputation to paint the emperor? You must mean Albrecht Dürer? As a fellow Nuremberg an artist, I admire his business acumen as much as his talents. 2 artists from Nero making a week. What are the odds? Anyway, my wife wanted to stay a little bit longer in Innsbruck, and I decided to ride ahead to make a visit to Gardening. I heard Father Matthias died shortly after my last visit, of course. A great loss for the Abbey and for us all. Indeed, by good fortune, I recently came across a copy of the Historia Tassia he was reading during my last visit. Father Matthias was hoping to find the second copy to corroborate the contents of the first. It contains some fascinating details about the history of this place. I'm afraid they might even cause a bit of a scandal. Ah, yes. But I must be off. There will be time enough to discuss Tassin's past later. I commissioned a manuscript from the Abbey through Father Gernot, and I have come to check on its progress. Oh, my lord, if you have come to see your manuscript, you should speak with young Master Mailer here. It is an honor to meet you, my lord. Andreas is a journeyman artist from Nuremberg. For the next few months, he is also helping in the Abbey's scriptorium. A Nuremberg artist working in an Abbey scriptorium in 1518, which is the year this part of the game is set in. Oh, we should hook Andreas. I must know the story. Of course, my lord, it would be an honor. This will be remembered. Wonderful. It's so rare to find someone in the country who knows anything about art. Thanks for the introduction, Father Thomas. Come to supper at the Abbey tonight. I'm inviting you to the Abbot's table. Does the Abbot invite me? Oh, don't worry about it, Father. Just show up after Vespers. What is he going to do? Refuse us? Excellent. We will see you then. Nicholas, I'm dismounting. Run ahead of us and take the horse to the Abbey's guest house. I'd like to take my time talking with Master Mailer. I'll meet you there. At once, my lord. So then, a journeyman from Nuremberg. Forgive me for saying so, but you seem a little old to not yet be master. Are you unmarried? No, I'm not married, but in truth, I came to my vocation later than my father and my brothers. I was in university for a number of years at Erfurt. Erfurt? Wonderful. The same university as Martin Luther. Have you read his works? Tremendous mind. He says things about the church that should have been said years ago. Might get him into trouble, but he's a very brilliant man. Wait, you may have even met him. Did you? You must tell me. No. He was a few years ahead of me. Still, his ideas do seem fascinating. I agree, wholeheartedly. I simply must meet him if I get the chance. I wonder if the good brothers of the Abbey have heard of him. Perhaps they have even read his list of 95 theses against the church. Father Matthias was not above having a lively debate. I hope Father Gernot does not disappoint in that regard. But enough about Luther for now. Tell me about your university studies. Why are you so interested in my education? Yes. It must seem strange. I did not attend university, but I had a rich private education at my family's estate. I love all knowledge, from Aristotle. Bear with me about these names, they're a little bit hard to pronounce. Aristotle and and Erasmus. I actually know Erasmus. And everyone in between and yet to come. I may have misjudged the bird. It seems he is as well read as any university student. In truth, I am simply happy to speak with another well-educated man. Now then, did you earn your doctorate? No, I didn't. Only master's degree. I started work towards a doctorate, but didn't finish. Oh, that's a shame. Well, what What's your area of study? Now, in all three of my run-throughs, I have done all of these. So we have theology, imperial law, or medicine. I think this time I'm going to go back to my first choice, which is theology. Theology, as odd as that might seem, not odd at all. It's a good field of study if you want a position in the church. My late uncle was the abbot of Buda. I spent many hours reading the manuscripts in the library with his permission. He was a pious enough man, I suppose. He wielded great power from that abbey. If I had any faith, I would have prayed you'd never show your face here again. Curse you, Lorenz of Rothenburg. Patches dogs tearing you to pieces would be too kind to fate. These rustic communities display a shocking lack of hospitality, don't you think? Well, what of your early time in university? Every student must study the trivium and quadrivium, yes? Did you have a favorite subject? I have done Latin one. Logic I have done. Ooh, orator might help me with a route I want to go, maybe. Also, occultist and heavens and earth. Do I want to go? Do I want to go down that? I'm between occultist or orator. Because there's two things I'd like to do. But I might need to convince somebody. I think I'll go orator. The art of persuasion, naturally. Rhetoric. Ah, I assume you say the Greeks and Romans both? Yes. Aristotle and Caesarea. But also Christian thinkers like Augustine who was around in the 4th century AD. Well, I think first and fourth, like, he changed things. And Thomas Aquinas. True, we have less use for public discourse than senators did in the Roman Republic. Exactly. The doctors of the church weren't trying to persuade politicians, but moved the mind towards Christian truth. let's talk to Ender. Hello, Andreas. Good morning, Andreas. Good. Archer and Ethan. Yes? What about them? How do you think the culture is developing? In time, even? Or, calm down. Tell me the juicy details about what's going on in the kingdom. I'm not a gossip, of course. Oh, I love emotion. I do not ask this to pour water on the room, but if you can have the happy of my dreams. That might give us some points. This one. Of course, Andrew. Just focusing on moving. Well, if you ask me, I think everything is for that. He's old enough already not to be smitten like a riot. They both like each other. Seems to me if you have found the right person, you prefer it. Could do. What stopped you? Personally, you can trust me, Jess. I'm friends. That's what people always say. You're friends. Too hard to find someone to have my side as your family. God has not given me this person. Worry not. It could happen at any moment. One while you're here, do you want to lend me a hand? Wonderful. I'll put you in the arms in the fire. Or rather, shoes. Horseshoes. I just counted how many quickly. Now, I need a hand. Start over here. And work the middle. Here, take the shoe in the palms. Put the hot part of the shoe on the anvil. And I'll hit it with the hammer. Like that. You get good, you're good. Close it. Yeah, anyway, I don't want to take up any more of the time. God be with you, Andreas. It seems like you have a good spring storm. So I hope it lets up soon. Good morning. I'm sure it will let up soon. As God wills it. Alright. I paid for last week's compliment. Sorry to make you wait for it. It's no trouble at all. Please say hello to Lucky. Lucky is strange. Amazing. Of course. Now I'm off to home to go into the breakfast. Good news. What's going on with the breakfast? Helen has threatened to go for the child's due. Her last one was hard. He didn't make it. Neither did so. I just want to give her the best chance she can have. It is her chance. In her words. Alright, I'll do what I can do, but I'll do what I can to help. Wonderful. All love. I must be okay. Good day to you both, Anna. Andreas, stay out of rain. Tell Amanda I will pray for her help. She will appreciate that, Andreas. Thank you. Until later. Until later, Agnes. I am thankful. It isn't good that the water drains here so quickly. It's affecting the foundation. It needs to be looked at. I understand, but take care. The need is spreading, decomposing in the yard. Of course not. The things we look at that in unnecessarily. As your church father, you can't live forever. Their foundation's going to crack. feeling of the danger severely overall compared to the foundation. God looks after his book, but sometimes the pen hides in earthly hands. It will be taken care of. God be with you, Andreas. Martin? Stop, Andreas. I should have to the scriptorium. And now what can give me people in my light again? God, is there Is God with us? Look at this ring. His brother is unfortunate, but the Baron's wife, Lady Salomia, will be arriving today. My lord intends to depart as soon as she arrives. How long has it been married? 7 years now. She's a fine woman, a true lady. I was hoping to give her Rob's secret before he leaves. I'm sure he would appreciate that. He spoke highly of you before he went to bed. He would say that you didn't debate him at all. But Jennifer didn't anger the camera. Oh, believe me, I know. Luckily, I'm not put in that position often. I suppose I pull a stone with the Baron now. No. Despite what happened to Papa, we still hold him in high regard. My lord bade me to give you trace of his friendship in his absence. He said it's a small thing compared to future commissions. He hopes he will wear it with pride. But what? What an extraordinary pin! Please thank the Baron for me. In fact, I will wear it right now in weeks. And see where she goes. Where is your magic going? time, sir. The rain takes everything. My lord might surprise you, Angel. Never mind getting anything food. Of course, I'm the one who has to clean them. Well, I apologize for taking up so much of your time. What? With speed. And I hope we can keep dry. It's no trouble. Hey, many thanks. Until next time, boys. Oh, one thing for you. Did you see a short, surly looking man in a hat on your way up here this morning? Sure, you reckon me. Short by 2 hands at least. Angry melting bow. He ran past me in the meadow as I was walking up the hill. He was in quite a hurry. Ah, that would explain I went to pack the Baron's things, and they were missing. The boy is a known thing. It wouldn't surprise me if he was responsible for the missing rings. That was incredibly. He had ample opportunity for his theft. Yesterday, I caught the boy with the hat and Martin. I suppose during the windows. I could have astonished the time, but he seemed quiet. That's a shame. I heard the Baron went through everything else. My lord is a man of some things. You won't miss a call. Do you think we'll be most upset about in the book? He was quite excited with Abbott to see it. In case I must finish preparing horses. It was too tough to see in case. Of course, I heard this rain will get pretty soon. Until next time. Until then. Oh, this is wonderful. There's the Abbey is open, and there's lots of drip of rain here. Good thing Abbots had Otto replace the roof, which was his scriptorium and library last month. With the cow factory next door, we can stay warm while everyone is cold and wet. Instead of bragging about our good fortune, you should think upon your brothers and sisters and pray for their health and safety. The Abbot's foresight saved a lot of our work and protected what's in the library. The town, on the other hand, hasn't fared so well. Sure, it'll be fine. More importantly, if they're not, I don't care. Brother Guy, your heart is harder than the stone of this wall. Huh? We have the Grumpy Monk. What? Where's the nice one? Brother Pierre? Haven't you seen him here today? I did, before Brother Guy arrived. Brother Pierre left to speak to the Abbot some time ago. What? Why is Betty ringing the bell? It can't be terrace already. I pray it stops soon. Such a concoction needs an acceptable for your ears. It's not stopping. I suppose this means we've been summoned to the chapter house. God, give me strength to endure the rain. It's 50 feet, oh man. You'll live. God, give me the strength to endure this man. This can't all be because of the storm. I should go and see what's the matter. That sound like a scream coming from the cloister. Coming from just across, maybe the chapter house. I think those screams were coming from the chapter house. Something terrible. Must remember it. Please, Father, where is Brother Florian? Have him come quickly. Be silent, brother. Brother Florian, if you please. I'm sorry, Father. There's nothing to be done. He's dead. Sister Marguerite, calm yourself. Sister Gertrude, please take Sister Marguerite back to the garden. Yes, Mother Celia. God protect us. The Baron was a friend of the Prince Bishop of Friesling. Why is he so worried about the Prince Bishop? This abbey is odd in more than one way. Its existence offends some in the church. We are far enough from Rome and Mainz that everyone forgets about us. But this could bring unwanted attention. Florian, how easily do you think you could dispose of this body? Father Abbot, what are you saying? Why are you questioning me? Why are you wasting precious time? Do you want to see the soldiers of the Prince Bishop march up our steps and fling your brothers and sisters out of our home? Silence! Quiet! Calm yourselves, all of you. Father Abbot, Baron Rothvogel's manservant, is already preparing to leave. The Baron's wife should be here in a matter of hours. This is not time for rash decisions. Yes, you're right. Forgive me. But then what will we do? We must send the Baron's man to the court of the Prince Bishop in Friesling at once. Mother Celia, the Baron said the Prince Bishop's archdeacon was in Innsbruck for the imperial diet. Even better, swift action will silence any whispers of impropriety on our part. Given the Baron's stature, the Archdeacon will undoubtedly come to investigate immediately. We must cooperate with him fully and pray for a speedy resolution. Yes, good. Thank you, Mother Celia. Brother Wolsop, please detain Brother Pure in the cellar until the Prince Bishop's man arrives. What? Brother Pure? Why? Now we could try and try to keep on the good side of the father, which would not be to kidnap. So I'm thinking we say nothing. Let's keep silent. He was caught in Flacanto Delica? Now and future. Covered in blood with a knife in his hand. Father, do you really believe that Brother Pure is capable of such a foul deed? Capable enough when motivated by anger. I had no anger against the Baron, Father Abbot. I simply came across him like this. No anger? Not even for insulting your work and forcing us to give it to Andreas? This is not a subject for debate. When the Prince Bishop's man arrives, we must not be empty-handed. It can barely hold a brush, much less plunge a knife into a man's body. Be quiet. This is not your affair. Forgive me, Father Gannot. I just don't think that Brother Piero could have done this. Your position has been noted. My decision stands. Brother Wolsop will detain Brother Piero in the cellar until I say otherwise. Brother Florian, please escort Andres out of the Abbey. Andreas, do not show your face here again until tomorrow. Do you understand me? Andreas, listen to me. I think if I was with you, I don't think Pierre could fit either. But this isn't the time to push the others. I'm sure the other brothers and sisters believe Pierre is innocent as well. But the abbot is worried about Prince Bishop's attention. If you have any recommendations, I'd love to hear them. Take a few hours to calm your nerves and your mind. You need to think clearly. Go back to the drippers, eat a good meal, and come at night. We won't have much time, but tap on either the small stone and I'll let you in. Let me in for what? To examine things, which we won't be doing in this playthrough. I should follow Florian's advice and go to the drippers. Hopefully it will clear my head. Good day, Andreas. From the Abbey so soon. It's only me. Andreas, are you alright? No, something terrible has happened. Oh gosh, what happened? No, forgive me. Come inside and sit down for a minute. If it's not an imposition, I'd appreciate a moment to rest. Not an imposition at all. My friends are always welcome in my home. Besides, I could use your opinion on something. Good day, Andrews. Should I fix you a plate? I'm always glad to eat your cookie, Marie. Oh my! Klaus! You must invite Andreas over more often, so I can use them to compliment my food. My darling. Hello. I'm going to do a new run of. There was a printing a few years ago in Strasbourg. was awful. Almost a rift of illustrations. What do you think of these new ones? The figures and the composition are terrific. But the background is quite dense and heavy. I would suggest running this in 2 passes with the background elements in a lighter ink to help the character stand out. That's a fine idea. I'll pass on your compliments to Marie. Are these her woodcuts? With a surprised look on Angelia's face. They are. The drawings were mine. But she did the woodcuts. I've got enough talent to draw the designs, but only she can do the woodcuts and the top. Bless us, O Lord, and these, your gifts, which we are about to receive from your blessing, through Christ our Lord. Amen. I'm hungry now. Amen. Andreas, what were the bills for at the Abbey? They were standing for a long time. The visiting nobleman, Lorenz Rothberger, was found murdered in the chapter house. He just rode by here yesterday. Yes, and it gets worse. One of the elderly brothers I work with in this Victorian hero was accused of the crime. That's awful. A murder in Kerosene? How could a mob do such a thing? I'm sorry, Andreas. The Baron seems like an interesting man. And I know he's been a patron of the Abbey for years. How did he die? Could it have been an accident? And does the abbot really believe that Brother Pierre killed him? You've always spoken of him in the kindest of terms. There was a lot of blood, but I'd rather not speculate about what happened. did it. Can't imagine you harming anyone. I want to hear about blood. Maybe I'll bring you more stories. But if it wasn't for the cure, who do you think could have done it? I did see Lucky dying now. Pretty sure I just got watching get into a shouting argument with Lorenz yesterday, just before I walked by your place. Something else going on that you wouldn't know about, dear.